Hi, my name is Dave Williams with the Art and Fishing, and I'm here at the Dana L. Wiley Gallery at Front Street in Dana, Ohio. So excited to tell you about what I'm doing in the art world and how I'm playing and in the world that and how it affects what I do every day and community. So my art is it's acrylics on weathered steel, and it was actually taught to me by an artist here at Front Street, Mike Elsaw, as a result of me seeing images in his artwork that brought me home to the world that I love, which is fishing. And so when I took that idea and I said to Mike, Mike, I'm buying this piece of artwork because I see a fish in it. He goes, I don't paint fish. I said, yes, you do. And so the ball started rolling or the brush started painting, right? From that point forward, Mike was super generous and really just helping me sort of launch the idea and move it forward. As a result, I started the art in fishing. So I'm a fisherman, predominantly fly anymore, fly fisherman that is. I've fished saltwater, freshwater, mountain streams, ponds, alpine lakes, you name it. In the quest for always that amazing fish, what we call the lunker. That big fish that's next to that rock, in probably parts of the country that most people don't get to. And that's been the fun of it. And it's always with friends and family. So as I've been sort of nurturing my world of art, it always brings me back to all these memories of my friends, my family, my adventures, and how that really has sort of dovetailed into where I am. Matter of fact, this artwork behind me, I call it Bow to the Tarpon. The tarpon is a sport fish that is probably one of the most prized sport fish on the coastal area near Boca Raton, Florida, and all through the Florida Keys. We call it bow to the tarpon because if you do not bow or let the tarpon take and jump with your line, you will lose that fish. So you have to sort of really play it. Caught a tarpon about 3 or 4 years ago off the coast of Boca Raton, Florida, with some friends again, great friend adventure. And it's that early morning, you're out on the water, it's still dark, and you're trying to catch this fish. And it was a blast. It was exciting. So I really had a lot of fun painting this, and I also reference this as my salts. I sort of paint a series of fish that not only are sort of collectively in groups, right? Salts, saltwater, salmon, that's the name, trout, and then I have my fresh or my warm water freshwater fish. And it's really everything that I've caught over the years, but it's also the most fun that I have with doing this is that whenever I'm showing my artwork or trying to sell it, the first thing people do, they pick up their phone and they show me their pictures of their fish, right? And that's where I think I have a unique connection to people that way. And so what I sort of learned from that was I don't paint artwork, I paint memories. And every fish story is either a memory with mom or dad, grandpa, the daughter that's buying that piece of art for the dad because she always knows how much he'd love to go fishing, even if he can't fish anymore. But it's always leading back into that. And then just the fun that I've had with my kids, my wife, and as we've traveled to the US, gone to a lot of the national parks and everything that's associated. And the best part about it is I don't have to understand what I need to paint. The fish are telling me what to paint. The colors are there, the unique structure. Like this one has a sort of diamond pattern in it. The diamond pattern leads to the scale pattern of this fish. It's a very prominent element to the fish and really adds some great drama. The other great part about this is the wife doesn't care for the fish on the wall. This is the alternative. My wife says this is wife approved, and that really crosses over some interesting boundaries that normally wouldn't be able to be crossed. So if you take this and the fun that we're having with it, you can see how art has sort of entered into my life, because I never really did art like this at this level. I also work as a real estate developer, and in real estate development, we do adaptive reuse, which is coming and finding great old historic buildings, often in what I call forgotten places. And one of our first steps, pretty regularly, is to bring art and infuse that energy into how it matters for the community. And it starts and really do that whole, and it just adds an energy and a safety factor that can't be done any other way. So to me, this is how art matters in my life and how we make art matter in our community.